welcome back to Miss Lisa's YouTube channel, where we talk about things that have to do with science and math. And today we are going to be using our TI-84 graphing calculator to begin to learn about how to do matrices on it. I have another video in Algebra 1 that just does adding and subtracting matrices. We're going to get a little more complicated in this one, where we are going to multiply it by a scalar. But we are not going to multiply matrices by each other. We're going to do that in yet a third video. So now you'll have to watch the whole series on matrices. Now, first of all, what are matrices? Well, they sound cooler than they are, because it sounds like it has something to do with that movie where you do a back bend and miss getting shot. But it has nothing to do with that I can figure. Maybe it does. I just don't know enough about it, about the back bending. But anyway, I know a little bit about the matrices, so I'm going to show you how to use it on your calculator. Now, before we get started, I have to tell you some groundwork. Number one is when you start doing matrices on your calculator, you will find that they are way easier to do not on your calculator. But the reason why you want to do them on your calculator anyway is because later on you're going to do stuff that's way easier to do it on your calculator. So this is like when you were a little kid and you started learning to ride your tricycle, and you were pretty good at it, but then you had to switch to a bicycle, and you were like, why am I doing this? I'm better at the tricycle. But it's because one day you were going to take those training wheels off and go fast. So one day we're going to do things on our calculator with matrices, and you're going to be like, oh, this is terrific. This is awesome. This calculator is my best friend. But for now, you're going to be like, why am I doing this? So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it without a calculator first. So first of all, these are matrices. Each one is a matrix. And what it's doing is, it's just a different way of writing information. So like if I wanted to add these together, then I would do the math that's in the same place. So right here I have a 1 in this top corner and a 6 in this top corner. So those are the ones that I add together. 1 plus 6 is 7, and I write the answer in that same place. 2 plus 7 is 9. 3 plus 8 is 11. Negative 4 plus negative 1 is, so it's like you owed me $4 and then you borrowed another $1, so it's negative 5 altogether. Negative 5 plus negative 2 is negative 7, and 0 plus 1 is 1. That's the answer. We could subtract them and do it the same way. You just do subtracting instead. Okay, so that was so easy. Why do we want to do it on our calculator? Well, it's complicated, but it's kind of fun too. All right, so first of all, where do you get to matrices? It's right here. See where it says matrix? It's the second of the x to the negative 1. So first of all, push second x to the negative 1, and you get to this screen. Now yours might say something there and it might not. But we're going to make it say something because we're going to put these matrices in. So first we go over to edit by using our arrow keys. And we're going to edit the first one first. So the A first, I'm going to hit enter to select it. And this is a 3 by 2 matrix that's in here already, meaning it's got 3 this way and 2 that way. Well, the one we're supposed to put in our book is 4 across and 2 down. So those are called columns and rows. So I just want to change this 3. And how I do it is I don't delete out, you just write over it. See, I put a 2 and there it was. And now I want it to be 2 by 4. And I hit enter. And now it gives me those slots. Now I'm going to put in these that they want us to, that's in this book. If you are not using that book, that's all right. You put whatever matrix you've got in there. So the first place right here is supposed to be 32. I type in 32 and it's down at the bottom. I hit enter and it pops it up where I want it to go. The next one is 16, 3, 8, and then 28, 12, 5. When I teach this with kids actually being here, they always beat me putting it in. I'm slow putting it in. All right, so that's my first one. Now I want to get off of this screen and go put in the second one. And how do you get off of screens in this? Is you always do second mode, which is quit. Okay, now I'm going to go back into matrix. So second, and then the x to the -1. I go back over to edit with my arrow keys. I go down to B and I hit enter. And now I'm going to make this one the same. 2 by 4. And now I can put in my other one that they want me to do. 24, 15, 3, 7, 25. I know this is the boring part, but don't worry, it'll get more exciting. 10, 4. You're like, can she be any slower? 15. There, I got them in. All right, now that they're in here, I'm ready to do math with them. I'm going to quit off of this screen again. This is my regular math screen. I'll clear that out so it looks prettier. Okay, so the first thing they want us to do is they want us to add them together. So how we do this is we go back to the matrix screen again. Not that, I hit the wrong button. I'm going to clear that out. Second matrix, my finger was down one. And I'm going to pick the first one. So all I do here is we're on this name screen. One is already highlighted and I just hit enter. And see, it popped it over here to my math screen. And now I say plus, just right here. And now I go get the B one. Let's see if I can push the right button this time. I arrow down to B and hit enter. And now I say enter, and there's the answers. And then we look over here and see, did I get it right? And should I say matrix B? Yep, there it is. There's the answers, and I got it right. Yay! That's my cat hollering in the background. Sorry about that. The cat has its mouse and wants somebody to play fetch with it. All right, so now the second thing they want us to do is to multiply them. They want us to multiply matrix B times 0.97. So I'm going to put 0.97 in the calculator, and now I'm going to go get matrix B, and a number sitting next to a letter in algebra means multiply. Those parentheses mean multiply. I hit enter, and there's the answers. And they have an old TI 82 or 83, and it doesn't show the whole thing. My fancy TI 84 shows the whole thing. So for your homework, if you're following along with this book, you're going to add them, you're going to multiply, and then you're going to figure out whatever that word problem is. All right? So these are really fun, and I think they're interesting because it's fancy math. You get tired of doing the same old math over and over again. So it's fun when you get to do something new, and it's fun when you get to use what all the buttons on your calculator are for. So come back, and I'll teach you how to use some more of them. Math is great, and like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you soon.